Howdy once again, Geekazoids. It's that time again. Another review from yours truly, Marcus G-Force. And here we have ThreeZero's rendition of the lovely Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, played by Emilia Clarke in the hit TV series, based of course on the ever-popular books. Now, I got into ThreeZero's Game of Thrones figures very late in the game and just got the standard edition that comes with one dragon rather than the three that you get with the exclusive edition. And although I'm a little upset that I was too late to get Sandor Clegane, I'm hoping they do a re-release of these figures so I can at least play the catch-up game. That being said, as a collector of various genres, it's not that easy to keep up with every figure out there, but I will say I'm quite pleased to have at least gotten this wonderful figure, which I ordered from the great peeps over at Sideshow Collectibles. And by looking at the box, it's got this plain yet artistic vibe to it. You know what, the best thing to do is let's bring it a little closer. I really like the shiny sheen Game of Thrones theme on there, and the Daenerys Targaryen kind of regular dark red look below it. The black on black fire and blood there looks fantastic too, if you ask me. Like I said, it's plain but artistic to match. The same goes for the black on black dragon artwork, as you see here. Very nice. Very nice indeed, I will say. And within this artistic box, you get the main box. Let me just bring it out here. With the Mother of Dragons just waiting to be released. I mean, you can't see much from all the gloss from the plastic, but we'll get her out of the box soon enough. But yeah, thus far, I'm pretty pleased. And here's the side of the box, just to give you a quick gander. Strangely, the artwork on this box came upside down, so I'm not sure if that's the norm, if mine was just a fluke that it came like that. I mean, it's not a big deal, just was a little surprise she came that way. And there's the back there. And of course at the bottom we see Game of Thrones, or the logo of Game of Thrones. We see the House of Targaryen, its symbol, or the coat of arms. Actually, you know what? Let's take a really closer look. So there's Game of Thrones, there's the coat of arms. And at the top we see it saying Fire and Blood in black, Targaryen in white, and Daenerys Targaryen in black, while on a red backing, which of course is layered on top of a black base, which is the whole box itself, so to speak. And there's the side again, or the other side. Coat of arms and Daenerys Targaryen. Really nice artwork, really nice indeed. So here we have her kind of out of the box, and as you can see, she comes with a total of 6 interchangeable hands. She comes with Krasny's whip, not sure if I'm saying that right. Comes with a necklace, what looks to be a bracelet. She also comes with her warrior looking vest, and of course Daenerys herself. Let's see. Actually, let me go get Drogon, because she does come with quite a detailed looking young Drogon figure. Right there. And let's see, here we have what looks to be an instruction sheet. And if you were to flip it around, the back part of that, you also get what looks to be a cloak, or her cloak. But without further ado, let's bring her out and see what she looks like up close and personal. And at first sight, she looks fantastic. Now, ThreeZero says that her clothing is tailor-fitted, that she's complemented with soft PVC dermis on the arms and torso, and that the fabric by her iconic platinum blonde hair is rooted and implanted, if I'm not mistaken. Which all in all is quite impressive. I mean, it's no Hot Toys figure, but it's surely the best Daenerys figure I've seen to date. At least most certainly in this scale. I do hear that some people didn't find her head sculpt all that realistic, but I totally beg to differ. Not only is it better than any current Daenerys figures, but it's really nice actually. And I'm going to take a closer look at that in a second. But for now, let's take a closer look at Drogon, upon which ThreeZero says he's made of resin And for the size, he looks pretty good. He's got just enough detail and deep lustrous, almost brownish charcoal color blended into a sort of burgundy style, which was done quite nicely. Nice head sculpt, I gotta say. Right there. Nice detailed wings considering the scale. Not too shabby at all. I mean, I really like this guy, especially for the scale. Now, he does come with this stand, but I'm having a super tough time attaching him to the base. It doesn't want to stay attached, so it's not all that user-friendly, but it could be just me, so I don't know. But because of that, I don't really use it. You're supposed to attach it on the feet there, but it's not working for me all that well. That's alright, I'll have him without the base, or I'll have him on her shoulders or on her arms or something like that. So let's take a closer look at Daenerys. Actually, very quickly, if we look underneath her boots, we see on the one boot the HBO logo, and on the other one the ThreeZero logo, which I thought was cool, a cool little add-on. It's not a wow factor or anything, but it's kind of cool. It gives it that extra official feeling to it. Okay, so the moment of truth. Let's finally take a closer look at this lovely lass. Starting off, let's go back to her boots, which look really good. Obviously mimicking some sort of leather they used in the world of Game of Thrones. Really nice detail on those. Her pants there, which we can barely see, complement the boots quite nicely. And covering the pants partially, we see the main attire, which would be her blue tunic. And panning up, the design on the chest area looks quite exquisite if you ask me. And moment of truth number 2. Does her face look like Daenerys or not? And yeah, it looks fantastic. I'm not sure what all the criticism is for. Like I said earlier, there isn't a better one to date, from her eyes, her nose, eyebrows, lips, cheekbones, and overall head sculpt. For the scale, I mean, scale for scale, it's a terrific head sculpt if you ask me. Even her rooted hair looks fantastic, looks spectacular. She's not only a gorgeous figure, but she really does bring out some serious craftsmanship based on the scale used for this mold. No qualms here, none at all. Actually, no, I do have one qualm. I will say though that her arms look just a tiny bit too thick, but otherwise she looks fantastic. Another little quick zoom in there. Yeah, I think you'll be happy with this figure. So let's take a quick look at the back part. And the first thing I noticed is her beautiful braided platinum blonde hair, which of course she was known notoriously for. Even though Emilia Clarke is a brunette, they did a super job in the show, and even here via this figure, in creating such a fine job in mimicking Daenerys' hair. That being said, it looks as though she looks great from the back as well, and I've got to give ThreeZero some credit in at least developing a new standard in regards to Daenerys Targaryen figures. Well, I'm about to pose her with some of her accessories, but be forewarned, I'm not the greatest in posing figures, but the point is in the pose, it's seeing her in some of her accessories that she came with, and here we go! final verdict. Overall, she's a gorgeous figure and a must for Game of Thrones fans. Other than the minor issues I pointed out earlier via her arms and the side neck area, I think they could have lightened the price just a tad, but overall it's not astronomical for what you're getting, and being that she's one of the best Daenerys figures out there to date, I say go get her, ASAP, because she's selling out quite fast. And of course, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this review, please like, sub, and comment. And as always, keep it real, even if real means bringing out your toys is bringing out some fun.